on board with third impact. They were the winners of game number 1, and so it's going to be a split here. Epicenter Refinery for third impact. Typically we've been seeing third impact get challenged here, but not this time around. Rakanishu was able to drop on someone, so we do have Cheez-It getting challenged over here at Lava City. And oh, that is a nice loadout to start off with. Volt's Mastiff he can go with, as it looks like they are looking to hunt down the rest of this squad. Rakanishu doesn't have another scan for about 10 seconds left, but Joey Blackout was able to get the win up against Silex there. Took almost no damage, as now they know where the third player is. They don't even need the scan, but it will help them finish him off. There you go. He's got him pinged down. They do hit for that white armor, and they take him out. Cheez-It get a really quick team fight win here. It looks like the ring will be pulling away from them. We'll find out in just a moment where that ring goes.
And I'm assuming that's the same team that was contesting Countdown. I guess they switched spots.
Yeah, this is why it's so important to have a drop, right? To already be like an established team. Everyone knows where TSM goes. Everyone knows where CLG goes. And so a lot of times just your own presence will stop people from contesting you. Here is Team Razor, though, making an early play inside the train tunnels just northeast of Skyhook right now. CLG in their sights, but it looks like CLG have completely just moved down and will continue to loot up throughout Skyhook. Ring pulling to the south. We'll take a look at that in just a moment. Zeratricky will continue looting up, and there it is. We got the ring going on over for a split second there. Ooh, gold armor. All right, there we have it. So it looks like it is going down to Harvester along with staging. If you see this circle, where are you going to be playing?
I think it's gonna pull mainly towards, my guess, probably towards Harvester. It looks like some teams are guessing it's staging. I'm not sure what's Team Rockstar is doing. I think they're just playing on the top tracks, which is not a bad spot.
TSM on their rotate get caught out by a squad that was coming through that train tunnel connector, and looked like there was a gold cargo bot for them to pick up as well, but they have to be careful now. They might just get stuck trying to go over towards that beacon building, the respawn beacon building, but Reps is taking a lot of damage. Hal is getting shot up from Harvester as well. He does have that stim to give him the extra movement speed. There's a full squad inside, and he does not have Snipe down there to scan up for them. They're going to be relegated now down to play inside the crack here, but it looks like Snipe down. He has other sights on him. He's going to go ahead and throw down that scan, and now he knows full well that there's a squad in here. Here's Rockstar, though, coming in for the flank onto this team. Tech is going to be on that crypto. EMP for EMP. We don't get to see that as often anymore, and he's just stuck. Matt Pickett goes down because of the slow of the EMP, but Crummy doesn't answer back. Goes AMG. Tech is by himself, but of course he is on that crypto. If they do get thirsted, you can pick him up with the bot and get him back into the game.
And that's the perk for a crypto. You just back up and just go for banners. You don't need to force that fight. You guys already lost. Just back up and just grab the banners.
We've seen Tech be able to do that, but right now he did get chased pretty far by Fat Fruit Ninja. Still within the range of the drone to be able to pick up. We'll see how aggressive AMG try to get off of this. If they camp the banners, if they try and keep a spot out for the drone. They know that there was, of course, one on the other side. Here's CLG over here by Survey Camp right now. A lot of scans being used. Madness is the first one to go down. Zeratricky picks that one up. Team Razor looking to finish off what they started earlier on. Muffins, Zeratricky, Mr. Hakulo, all looking full healthy there as they're continuing to push up here. Bubble has been used for Zeratricky. He still needs to heal up that armor for now. He does have Muffins up top, and Zeratricky gets that thirst onto Madness. So they will have that armor swap
lose down.
if they need to fall backward. Oh, they do get the knock onto Lou, but Muffins took a lot of damage for that. He's going to elect to start using that Phoenix hit here as Hakulo gains the high ground for his squad to look over him. Muffins covering that door for now, but CLG, rarely do we see them lose a fight like this in such a convincing fashion. All right, now Team Razor, they do have full control over here, and we know that the ring is pulling down over towards staging and Harvester, but Razor are a team that we've seen evolving, really picked up the edge composition early on and have been making it work and work slowly but surely. And He spot out one player and using the balloon to get out of here.
Yeah, they've been improving their edge gameplay. It's not hard. It's not easy to do.
Yeah, they've got all this loot to pick up as well, so they don't need to move out of the area. They haven't finished off CLG completely, and so there is still the rat just hanging around. And I believe it's Vax that's left for CLG. We have Tech still alive right now for Team Rockstar as well. And now these players will see if they can try and recover their teammates. There's still plenty of time left, but we've seen how slow that these games have been playing out right now here for the Pro Night. Do have Muffins trying to look for anyone here on the edge. They're hoping that maybe the Refinery team was a little bit slow on their rotate, but we'll see. They do have pings going out to the north right now inside that train with a 2-4 scope on that Hemlock. Trying his best. He will go ahead and redeploy for that high ground. But I don't know if he actually saw anyone or if they're just hoping that there's someone here. Here is Team Intel on the fight at the edge over by Tree. There's a Remnant squad on the other side. A lot of nades coming in. And oh boy, Metro might go down. He's and he has no bubble as well, so he can't use the bubble right now. As 6 will fall. Hyarka gets the better of him this time around. It's the Mozambique to come on in. And here's Panders left in the 1v3, stuck on the low ground, getting some decent damage off. Eva 8 there, and he does get one knock on to Brit Marie scan out now, but he will ultimately fall down. Hyarka gets all 3 of those.
Even though with the Los Carlitos, with the low armor disadvantage, they had the advantage with the abilities, with the silence, with Metro, without getting that bubble out, and with the hammer points, which hits hard.
Yeah, right now though, Bert Marie does need to heal up. You don't get that passive from the Octane when you're inside the ring right now, and so they will be able to full heal. And that's I guess a 50-50 now. It is going either way. Yeah, it's absolutely massive. It's so often. It's not that often that you get to actually play up against the Revenant in competitive. He's definitely very popular in ranked, but losing out on that cooldown, it's massive. Here's Cooler, though, in a fight. Team Liquid were able to get him with the help of Stunning as well. Rest Crest Retreats are involved in this fight over by staging right now. Take a look at Liquid's loot. They're the ones that come out from trials, and they definitely are looking fantastic for it. Alberlele with the gold armor, gold helm. Flanker himself has some gold armor, so their utility goes a very long way. They could just be running around with cells if they need to. Here comes the squad pushing up. Alberlele did some decent damage with that Volt. We'll go for the wide swing, and they finish off Cooler. Not even making 15th place. Now joining on board with Applejacks. They're not too far away from this either, as Rolders get some decent damage with that R301. And now they do have to be careful. And they see the bubble behind them, so they know that they could be sandwiched. We don't see it through the X-ray quite yet, but Applejacks are happy to hold this position for the time being. Here on that choke, just north of Thermal Station. Currently 2 teams ahead of them and another team behind them. Aves has to be careful playing this position. The charge rifle is poised. Try and farm up damage off of him. He's going to go ahead and elect to fall back towards the Dorito building here. Again, you have to play things slow right now, especially when there's 16 squads left. 47 players remaining, so it looks like we did get some reses, or maybe they just ended up falling. Go ahead and check in with teams like Rockstar and CLG to see if they were able to recover.
I need a standard stock. Extended heavy mag here.
Level 2. You do see Tech on the bottom south skyhook with Crummy.
Yeah, it looks like he was only able to get Crummy throughout that.
With that res, yeah.
No, it's going to be hard. They're going to be, of course, just starved for loot at this point, but they'll be able to rotate through Countdown, Train Yard, pick up any remnants of loot at this point. But we have a lot of teams that they ended up focusing on Harvester, thinking the pull was going to go over there. Right now, though, it's NPL getting naded out. Ronnie just stuck in the middle of nowhere, getting burned down by a thermite. Backs away with that Q. But Dracos is the only full healthy one on the squad. We have Bambino, of course, bleeding out. And oh my goodness, Hyarka once again. The hammer points coming in, doing so much damage. NPL are out.
He almost got him. He almost had him at that rat corner, but that disruptor rounds got better than.
No, don't bring up the disruptor rounds. No. I'm having flashbacks
Hammer
of you just
point.
mentioning the disruptor rounds, man. But here, yeah, Los Carritos now is really being able to snowball off of that fight on Intel. They've got the purple armors all around, picking that one up. Applejacks slowly moving out of their position before. It looks like they might have this other team on the ropes here, but you can see Rollers is still worried about the third party, and that's what you need to do. It's Team Liquid ahead of them. And Liquid, again, with the double gold armors, they've got the purple as well to work with, as he does back off himself to use that bat. Here's Albralele trying to retake the high ground for his squad. Scan comes out, shows that they have backed up, shown their back. That allows Albralele to get some decent damage off. Third impact in a fight up against Razor as well. It's coming down to a 1v1 here. It looks like Zera Tricky, a lot of thirst going down. Albralele gets the first knock onto Applejacks with that Volts, and what a beautiful spray. 104 pushing up with that EVA 8 now gets the knock, and it's just one last player remaining here. Team Liquid do clean up Applejacks. We're down to 13 squads now. It looks like third impact get finished off as well, but we have Team Cheez-It here coming in for the third party, and Rakanishi will finish off Zera Tricky. And it looks like it was just a move to try and get into Harvester. Still a lot of squads here in this area right now. Team Cheez-It, though, will be the beneficiaries of all of this additional loot. Rakanishu picks up the purple, the 204 damage left on it. Instead, swaps off to the gold. The ring will continue to pull away now over towards staging side. And we commented earlier that a lot of teams just thought it was going over to Harvester, or maybe they were just stuck over at Harvester because of the positions that teams were holding. AMG were holding the choke over by Train Tunnel. You saw Cheez-It there, able to win out on the Northeast Snake. But here now teams are starting to converge upon staging proper. Liquid making their move on up. Rockstar, like we said, they were able to recover Crummy at the very least. Unfortunately, not able to get Matt Pickett. Crummy might go down once again. He's dropped down to about 3 HP. The bubble has been used. Remember, the fast heal has been removed as well. And so he just gets the reset. Will only get the one medkit off. Still needs the bat up as he backs away now. Top, it looks like Prodigy Aces, Team Cheez-It continuing their push now, getting the kill onto Team Pringles. Presley to go down. Rockstar backing up off of this one, playing right now in the bridge. They have to be careful. They are playing as a duo. Ooh, Phony getting a knock onto Snipe Down TSM in this fight as well. Here's Team Cheez-It fending off another push, or maybe they're just finishing off their push here, getting the thirst onto this squad. As the nades do come out for Rakanishu. The gold armor, of course, is going to allow him to heal up really quickly with the cells. Now the scans out as Joey Blackout is controlling a lot of this building with the barrels. You can see their flank is covered with those as well. Charlotte Phoenix getting involved in that TSM fight. Imperial Hell to go down. Reps to knock out the 303. Bambino is the only one up for him right now. Reps getting 2. We'll see how much more TSM can get. There we go. They will be able to finish that one off. But Reps does ultimately go down. TSM out in 10th place. Team Cheez-It still holding position here at the bottom of this building as the ring finishes closing.
Yeah, with the Reps holding it down by himself against the 303 squad, being able to get 2 KP out of that, I think.
At least 2 KP. And yeah, I don't know exactly what happened to TSM. We weren't really taking a look at what was going on up there, but it looked like, of course, Snake can be hard to play. You see the pings going out. Those high grounds makes this building extremely hard to play, especially if you're on that roof. Just why you saw 303 going down here. On board with Rice Krispies. They do have a team in front of them. Casper has fully healed up his armor as, oh boy, Team Liquid. Hyarka coming in. Got the knock. The Mozambique again. Getting the instant thirst as well. Team Liquid now down to a duo. And I mean, they do have the mobile respawn beacon. They throw it down. They're going to port up for this.
He grabs banner. But they also scan
Beautiful.
another team on top.
And this is
No,
huge.
it's the same
They're trying
team.
to come in. Yeah, they see that they're trying to go for this play right now. They do not want to allow Team Liquid to try and reestablish themselves in this fight. They still have not plugged him into the beacon as well. Albralele is sitting right on top of it. He just needs to hold his train card. Does a lot of damage once again with that Volt, but now he might get flanked here. He got the Revenant right above him, and he has to back away. Albralele popping the cell will allow him to re-peek for now, and he does chase after, hitting for Flesh. He does clear him. Muzako goes down. And now, here's Albralele with about 50 HP. They get the thirst onto Uzako. But Flanker is in the back line with the flatline. Doesn't have a sight on him. Oi Senpai will be able to come in for the third party, taking them all out. Absolute Monarchy, though, in a fight over here in the northeast side of the map. Finally pushing out from that train tunnel now here. Back on board with Team Liquid. They will ultimately
And
fall.
Hyarka will up the hammer points again, once again.
Yeah. You can see they've got another squad in their sights. That's going to be Charlotte Phoenix going down. Charlotte Phoenix had the run of the lobby yesterday, but today they're not finding the same kind of success quite yet as Absolute Monarchy with the absolute high ground over here at Harvester, using it extremely well. Bat Brute Ninja batting up just before he can even get that Evo shield up. It was 18 damage off, so not able to fully min-max, but there it is. Team Pop-Tart stuck on the low ground. Impulse goes down. That was Britt Marie there, but he will fall. And finally, they go down. Pop-Tarts put a stop to their run. We're down to 5 squads, all full squads as well. Team Cheez-It making their move up against AMG, who are on the other side. Luckily for Team Cheez-It, they have a lot of cover to move from. From car to car, we have the Beast of the Hunt going as well for Akanishu to clear out the rotate for themselves. It looks like they won't be fighting quite yet, and they have been able to maneuver themselves onto one of the best positions now, playing on the southeast side of this. If they can make it over to the train tracks, that might be the winning position for them right now. But Prodigy Aces drops back to the low to set up this cross angle. Get some decent damage onto that Gibraltar. Again, they are not expecting his angles, and Prodigy Aces is getting so much free damage off onto AMG. Forcing out the bubble. Here comes the scan as well from the other side. And with still 3 other teams in the lobby, Prodigy Aces and company are playing this slow. And of course, respecting the other teams in here. Oh boy, GS Bird has gone down as Liquid are making their push on out. Stunny does get the knock onto Absolute Monarchy as well, but AM survived this for the time being. Sleepy Panda is alive. He does have that port. He's going to go ahead and use the res right here. Flashpoint. Kupski, Mini, Oi Senpai, they're playing inside the respawn beacon building. You can see the pings are going down for the fences as well. Right now, looks like Absolute Monarchy losing out on one. Might be playing it out as a solo in this last ring. We'll finish closing in the next 15 seconds.
It does look like they're low in resources. Senpai and Mini will not full armors.
And that's what happens. We were talking about it in game number 1, right? When you elect to try and take the best position, that oftentimes you're just not able to get into the fights and pick up bodies for more loot. Here do come some nades as Oi Senpai will finish off Fat Fruit Ninja. And so now we are down to our final 3v3v3. We got Team Pop-Tarts playing the train tracks. We've got Team Cheez-It to the southeast as well. And it looks like Pop-Tarts have the full angle set up here. But this is the final slow ring. We'll see who gets forced out of their position first. It looks like FlashPoint might be forced out of that building before they can make anything else happen. Team Cheez-It thing here on the edge have some cover to work with. It's all about the timing here in the late game.
Yeah, it looks like he uses portal to grab extra loot, which they need.
And that port being used, though, for that angle, you can see the portal ending at the edge of that zone. So he's not going to really have that as an option. Maybe if they want to tank the ring, but we know how hard the ring hurts at this point. Now, at this point, let's see. We do have FlashPoint. They've got double purples, but like you said, their economy not great. Oi Senpai and Mini haven't been able to heal yet as well. The pings are going down. They're trying to look for a position. They're thinking to try and play for underneath that ledge. How do you play this one out?
It looks like they're gonna try to walk it out slowly with the zone and just bubble out. They do have a little room to play with the bubble, especially
It's
with
Joey
that
Blackout
Gibby.
here. You have to worry about that Nox gas grenade coming in from Joey Blackout. The port is being used, or it might have just been a Q there for Team Pop-Tarts. You had a nice cross-angle fire being set up from inside that train tunnel, but it doesn't provide that much cover right now. You can see the barrels going down. Be careful and pop those before they even get cleared, but that's a nice throwing arm on Joey Blackout, getting it pretty far deep into that circle right now. They've got 3 in there, providing them some cover. Prodigy Aces, nice spray down as the ring does start closing in. Team Cheez-It looking to finish this one off. They have full priority over the center of this ring right now. Defensive bombardment goes down right on top of them. Will they be able to back up safely? They use this expertly as well. As you can see, the Beast of the Hunt popping, and so Impulse has full vision over that right now, but Team Cheez-It do survive that onslaught, and here comes the full push on out. Aggressive bubble being used by Team Pop-Tarts right on top of Team Cheez-It. This is going to allow FlashPoint to come in for the third party. It's a 1-for-1 exchange, 2v2v3 right now, as Cheez-It lose out on one more. FlashPoint are the beneficiaries of all of this, and FlashPoint, the last one to push out, and they get the win here in game number 2.